All right, welcome to In the Moment Art. Today we are going to be drawing what?
A mermaid.
Kind of a cartoon cutesy version of her, huh?
Like a mini.
Like a what?
Like a mini of her.
A
but
miniature?
more.
Younger version?
Yeah.
All right. She's got a really pretty flower in her hair and got lots of really cool wavy lines, lots of flow to the picture, so it's going to be fun to draw. So first things first, you're going to need a piece of paper, just about any size. We're just using regular printer size paper, 8.5 by 11. We've got our Sharpie markers. You can always do pencil, then do the Sharpie, then do your color. And as always, if you get a little bit behind, just pause the video and get caught up. So I think we should start with, I think the eyes and the face, we should probably start with that, right?
Okay.
That way if we have a mess up or something, we could always restart, huh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with kind of a half circle shape. So we're gonna find right in the middle of our page, somewhere right around here. All right, and we want that to be about a third of our page. So we're gonna start right here in the middle, and we're gonna come down. We're gonna make a big U shape. Come up the other side, and on the other side we're not going to come all the way up. We're going to just leave it a little bit shorter on the right side, because her hair kind of flows down and covers that ear over. Okay, so we're going to make that U shape. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and make her little mouth, which is going to be right about here. Another little U shape with little, what are those called on the sides? I don't know.
Dimples.
Yeah, kind of they're not dimples, they're kind of the corners of her mouth. And then for the nose, going to be a really cute little button nose. It's going to be another U shape, but it's going to be even smaller and tinier. Just a little tiny. All right, so she has those big cutesy eyes with those big, huge highlights in them, okay? So the eyes are going to be larger than normal, but that's okay. It's kind of that anime style, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do our best to find our eyes are going to be, the bottom of the eye is going to be lined up with the nose, it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to draw the best circle I can, giving some good space in between. So we're going to go, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do the top part of the eye first. So we're going to do a half circle, like so. And another one, we try to line it up as best we can, all the way, half circle. So we're doing our reverse U's here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna draw the pupil part. So that's gonna be up towards the top here. Okay. And we're gonna put those two little highlights in there. One's going to be a little bit smaller, and we're going to have a slightly bigger one. Okay, and on this side we're going to go ahead and do our eyebrow, but the other eyebrow is kind of covered, so we're going to hold off on that one.
Okay.
All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to do the colored part of her eye. Okay, make our semicircle come down like that. And then our last one, we're going to try to make this one super tiny and thin. Super tiny and thin. We're going to finish the eye out, okay? So we're going to put some eyelashes off to the side here. 1, 2, just like that, right off the corner of the eye. Same on the other side. 1, and we're going to pull that up a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. So we got our face taking shape here. And we're gonna make kind of an S shape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swoop down right over top of where the eyebrow would be. Then we're gonna come back up the other eyebrow and around, and we're gonna come back to the face, okay?
Okay.
Now we can go ahead and finish the face coming up now, so we know where that's going to go. All right, so now we can go ahead and put that eyebrow in, just the left and the right sides of it, because it's being covered up by that hair.
Okay.
All right, so we got the bottom part of the hair. So up and to the right of the eye, up here a little bit more, we just want to make a circle. That's the inner part of the flower, and then we make a little circle there. Make it a little bit more 3D. So our petals on the flower are going to be more of like a leaf shape. They're going to be more of kind of a diamond, okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves. So we're going to come up to a point and down. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and repeat that around. Okay. Out to a point and around. See how they kind of layer on top of each other? To a point and around. I might only get 5. I got 5. And I'll put another one here. Sneak one in there. Alright, so on the inside of the flower, we're going to do 2 curved dashes just to kind of give the illusion of wrinkles in the flower there. Okay, so now that we have the flower on top, now we can go ahead and draw what's coming out underneath it. Okay, so I'm going to start right about where this other one stops, right about here, and we're going to loop out and down. Kind of looks like another leaf, but this is just another part of the hair. Okay.
Okay.
Making sure we leave enough room for the body. I might not have left quite enough room for my body. She'll have a smaller body. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start way over here where we looped into our head there, and we're going to come up and around, and we're going to finish where the hair is. Okay, so I'm going to pick that spot on the flower right about there, and I'm just going to follow the same line back around. Okay. I'm going to do the top part of the hair. We're going to start right about there and coming out the top of the flower. And we're going to just come around. I'm going off the page. And we're going to make the top of her head just kind of a half circle, okay? With a couple lines here to simulate hair. All right, and we got her ear kind of hiding out here, so we're going to go ahead and draw that little circle there. So we've got her neck is kind of hiding, okay? So we're going to do the shoulders. So the shoulders are going to come out the bottom, so I like to kind of like pre-mark where they're going to be. All right, so we're going to come down on a diagonal and out where the hand is. So you have a little bit of a like crook for the elbow, and then we're going to come out on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the hand now. So we have one finger going that way and the thumb going this way. Always important to have the thumb on the right side, and then we're going to follow those lines up. Not too far though. That's okay.
Because it does that.
Yep, because we got the rest of the body there, okay? So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. She's kind of in this I don't know, she's like swimming upwards, I think. We've got two or three little fingers hiding behind here. We're going to put those in. All right, so now we're going to do the shells, and those are going to be pointed outward, like so, with a connection in between. And those kind of look like hands too. All right, so we got our armpits coming up here. Okay. Belly button right about there. All right, so we're gonna come down from the middle part of the shells, down, just a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna do the part that comes around her waist. So we're gonna reach up behind the line, and we're gonna do kind of like a heart shape. And we're going to come around the other side. And just go ahead and double up that line. This is kind of the mermaid belt. Alright. Good? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish the body before we do the rest of the hair, because the hair is kind of like flowing behind it, and if we do the hair first, it's going to get in the way. So what we're going to do is she's turned this way, so we're going to go ahead and do kind of an S shape. We're going to start right here, and we're going to come in, out, and back. Shape kind of like that. Now on this side we're going to come out a little further. This is kind of like her rear end here. So we're going to come out, and then we're going to get narrow, and then we're going to get super narrow. Okay, so it's like she's kind of turned sideways. See that? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we're going to do the fins. Okay. Oh wait, let's not forget. Let's do some scales on here. And a couple of lines here on her bathing suit. Forget those little minor details. Okay, so for the tail fin, we're gonna do kind of these big leaf shapes, just like what we did up here, just a little bit bigger. So we're gonna start right here on the point. We're gonna flare that out and up. And then we're just gonna swoop the line up to connect it, okay? And I almost ran out of space. Let's see how this is going to work for the other one. That way. Barely made it. Alright, and we've got one. So these lines I'm putting in here are kind of like S shapes. And they just give kind of the illusion of three-dimensionality. Okay. Two more. Alright, now we're going to finish the hair. It's going to make it look like she actually has hair as opposed to a hat. Okay? So, we're going to find this point up here where we finished off. And what we're going to do is, what we want to do is we want to come, I'm just going to do a ghost to show you here. So we're going to come in, outside the hand, and we're going to finish right here in the middle of her tail. Okay? So let me show you what that looks like before you do it. So we're going to swoop down, outside the hand, and we're going to finish right there.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to do another line here just to kind of simulate hair. And then we're going to come back up, back into the body. And another line to support that. Okay, so it's kind of coming behind her, but back in front. Okay? Okay, so now we do the other side. So we got where her ear is. We're going to start right where the earring touches the hair. Okay, and we're going to come out and we're going to go right through the wrist, but we're not going to go through the wrist, we're going to go behind it, okay? So we're going to flare out to the wrist, and then that line's going to continue behind the wrist, okay? Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and double up that line. Making sure we don't go across those fingers, okay? Perfect. And we're done. So what color are you going to do, you think? Definitely do that flower and the eyeballs, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do red hair. Like actually
Red
mermaid.
hair. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What color are you going to do the eyes?
Blue.
I'm going to go with green.
I'm almost almost done with the hair, and then I'm gonna go on to the flower and then the eyes. And then the tail. Can't forget the tail. Well, her fin. What are you gonna do after you do the hair, Dad?
I've already moved on. I've done the lower body. I just pretty much need to do her skin and
The rest of her hair?
the rest of the hair on the flower.
Now I'm finished.
We hope you have enjoyed drawing this Little Mermaid with us, and we will see you next time on In the Moment Art. Bye-bye.